chief of the Fort McKay First Nation, Jim Boucher, has established strong relationships with the oil industry and all levels of government. Chief Boucher has achieved socio-economic growth for Fort McKay First Nation while simultaneously advocating for the rights of his people. The chief has also helped lead the band-owned and operated Fort McKay group of companies to grow into one of the most successful First Nation-owned business ventures in the country. The group of companies have an average gross annual revenue of $1.7 billion over the past 5 years. Within his First Nation, Chief Boucher has helped to construct vast housing and state-of-the-art community facilities, while also increasing the average household income to $20,000 above the Canadian average.
Chief Jim Boucher is a man of vision, a big sense of community, and what strikes me most about Chief Boucher and always been making sure that others succeed.
When I think of Chief Jim Boucher, I think of him as a model for Canada. I think of him as a model for First Nations. I also think of him as a model in developing relationships, and that is where his success comes from.
He's a well-respected business person, has done a great job of leading the Fort McKay First Nation, and has had a tremendous track record of growing the community and involving all of his band members in the opportunities that he's been able to pursue.
Chief Boucher has a very deep understanding of his people, and at the same time understanding the value of traditional knowledge and understanding how critical their connection to the land, to water, to air, and the environmental sustainabilities for the future generations.
He's thinking about long term, not just today and this generation, but the generation after that generation. He wants to know that 100 years from now, there'll be people employed doing a useful work, having good jobs.
I think that vision has been so fundamental a part of his leadership.
Well, I don't think one can talk about Fort McKay without talking about Chief Boucher's leadership and the legacy that he has created for that community. It's a legacy of economic opportunity and social and community services and prosperous families.
He's brought us a lot into this community, whether it be infrastructure, governance, programs, services, all the things that would benefit the nation. I think of all the investment that he's done. We have running water, we have the proper infrastructure, we don't have gravel roads any longer, we have paved roads, we have a good economy. That's the legacy that can be left behind.
His legacy will always be about building up a community and making sure that the community is available for others.
His legacy is that he has empowered his people.
Chief Boucher, he's been in the role for a long period of time. And so he's taken a long-term view, which has been huge in going from where that First Nation was before to where it is today. This is a man that has a passion for his people, and he's fought every inch, not for himself, but for his people and future generations.
His integrity is second to none. When he shakes your hand on a deal, it's like the old-fashioned way. He never goes back on his word.
When I think about Chief Boucher, I think about his tenacity and not to be swayed with outside influences and outside forces. Chief Jim Boucher can be held up as an example of how Indigenous leadership can really move forward and fully participate in the economy that's available. I think he's just a tremendous national example of what can be done when people are open-minded and committed to having their members be successful.
I find a quality in his leadership is the willingness to engage, but also being tough on what is needed for his people.
Chief Boucher has worked tirelessly for decades to support the growth and prosperity of the Fort McKay First Nation community. So I think anyone who has worked as hard as Chief Boucher has, for as long as he has, is clearly motivated by a deep commitment and caring for his community and his people.
The Canadian Energy Person of the Year award is a very prestigious award, and I believe that he deserves this award because he is a well-rounded individual in all different capacities.
I think he deserves that award because when you look at his leadership, the work he has done, not only creating jobs for First Nations communities, but also many jobs for the non-Indigenous people.
It doesn't matter what deal he makes or what he wins, he's just always about lifting other people up. I never met a guy more humble in my life than Chief Jim.
Jim, I just really am very proud of what you've been able to accomplish and my association with you for many, many years. And I just want to congratulate you on receiving the Canadian Energy Person of the Year for 2018.
I just want to congratulate you, Chief Jim. There's no more deserving, and I wish you all the best.
Chief Boucher, congratulations on such a worthy recognition for your hard work and your dedication to your people and to Alberta and to Canada.
Chief Boucher, I want to say a special congratulations to you on winning this important award. It is so well deserved. Thank you for all of your dedication.
Congratulations, Chief Jim Boucher. Thank you from Fort McKay First Nation.